So we only have, right now, one statewide elected official who actually lives in this county. He might be a geek, but he's our geek. Upendra is the only Indian American serving in the legislature. He's done wonderful things in Trenton. He's the chair of the Telecommunications and Utilities Committee. He serves on the Commerce and Economic Development Committee. But the geek part is, I think he speaks, what, 20-some languages? He's an engineer. He's probably one of the smartest people in our legislature. Upendra, come and say hello.
I have been in the state legislature for the last 10 years. I'm ending the 10th year this year. And what a 10 years. Finally, I think, as the chairwoman said, we have a CC. CC in Spanish means yes, yes. But I would say no, no, because this governor has been really terrible for anybody who is middle class, anybody that is working class.
You know, you talk about shared sacrifices. Only some people share the sacrifice. The poor, people who have the middle class, who have less, they are the ones who are sharing the sacrifice. I'm really happy to join you here today. It's very lonely out there. Coming from Somerset County, from Franklin Township, I'm the only legislator from Franklin Township sitting in the assembly. I need company.
Let's hear from Upendra Chivukula.
Okay, first of all, let's give a round of applause to Senator Bob Smith. He's a good family man. You know, only Helen can put up with him. His jokes sometimes, and he's a very dedicated politician. He's been there for, who knows, for a long, long time. And I also want to say that I'm not Greek, not geek either. I don't know where you got that thing. I am an electrical engineer by profession, but you know, you should ask my wife. You know, when we were campaigning in 2001, the first election for the state legislature for me, and we were in New Brunswick, and Mayor McGreevy was running for governor, and first. Senator Menendez started telling that, oh, Upendra married up, you know, talking about Daisy. So, and then Mayor McGreevy, you know, running for governor at the time, he comes and says, Upendra married up, you got to meet Daisy. So, that what does it tell you? That I have married up. And it has been a wonderful journey for me for the last 10 years. I owe it all to Somerset County. I started here in Somerset County, and first I contacted then Chairman John Blues and said, look, I'm a Democrat, I'm living in Franklin Township, I want to get involved. He said, he was so ecstatic. He said, my God, this is Somerset County, Democrat calling and wanting to get involved. He made me the member of the executive committee. What a fast track for me. And the following year, I joined the JFK Democratic Club. And we were meeting in Sampson G. Smith School, about 10 people. Frida Warner was the chair, president of the JFK Democratic Club. Very few people, and we were they were having elections. And they had president, first vice president, all that. And there was one position, everything was taken, because there were only 10 people. And one position was left behind, which was recording secretary. And they said, why don't you give it to Upendra, so that way he has a computer, he will type up the meeting minutes. That's how I got started in Franklin Township politics. It was indeed a great opportunity for me. The reason I want to tell you that is that sometimes when you look at the adversity and uphill battle, but the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And being the recording secretary of JFK Democratic Club, the following year, the municipal chair, he lost 4 seats out of the 5 seats for the council. And the 5th seat, he did not like that candidate. So he quit midterm. You know, he had 2-year term, he quit. And then they wanted to find a municipal chair. Again, a small room of people. All the eyes were zeroing in on me. I said, why me? But I got that up. I was elected in absentia, became the municipal chair. But I said, why are Democrats losing? Because we were having elections in the month of May, when nobody comes out to vote. Only the party in power is able to bring the people out. And so we said, we have to change that. So we did the referendum question on the ballot, got it through, we were able to win the following year. 5 out of 5 candidates defeating the incumbent elected officials by a landslide. So it can be done. The moral of the story is that if you think hard and try to put together a good organization, and I always think, where was Peg Schaefer when I needed her, when I was running? Now we are lucky to have our county chair, Peg Schaefer. She's doing a phenomenal job. You know, she calls, asks for money, and asks for money. She is very good. I think she knows 2 things you need to win elections. You need votes, you need money. And so I want to thank all of you for taking the time, coming out here and giving out, opening your wallets and giving money to the campaign. One of the, Senator Smith talked about how this has been difficult since 2009. You know, might as well, we have been having a rough time in the last couple of years under this Governor Christie. And he says, I'm going to shake up Trenton. Only problem is that Trenton is still there. You know, the earthquake came much later than he did. But one of the important things is that he is cutting funding for education. See, that is the important thing for middle class. He says he's created a lot of jobs. All I see is that the number of people going to the unemployment lines is going up. People are afraid. You know, whether you are a teacher, you're afraid that the morale is very low. And if you're a state worker, you are a municipal worker, because of the funding that has been reduced to the municipalities, and there are a lot of layoffs, people are losing jobs. And so I don't know where the growth is coming from. He's saying, New Jersey, we're going to make it business friendly, we're going to bring all these businesses. Last time I checked, I didn't see that many businesses coming here. So as Senator Smith said, we do have a great opportunity here, especially you are not an incumbent. Blame the other guy. Blame the other guys who are incumbent politicians. Blame Trenton. Blame the county. Blame anybody you can find. That's how you're going to win this election. Because if you say, look, things are not better. You can ask the same question Ronald Reagan asked. Are you better off today than you were 2 years ago or 4 years ago? That's the question you have to ask, and that's the important thing. So with the money and with a good organization, I think the demographics have changed. I'll tell you, when I ran for office in 2001, the 17th legislative district had 51% Caucasian, 19% African American, 16% Hispanic American, 14% other, including Asian Americans. Today, after the 2010 census, it is 22% Hispanic Americans, 22% Asian Americans, 18% African Americans, and 38% Caucasian Americans. Demographics have changed. That if it is done that in the 17th district, it has reflected in other districts also. So we do have a good chance, and given that it's a low turnout election, because us boring people, as Raj Sherman would say, it is not a sexy election. Nobody, there's no Obama, there's no anybody like that running. So it is a very boring election, so the turnout is going to be low. I don't know, 30–35%. So getting the right people out on that day, that means you need phone banking, you need to have a good GeoTV effort. That's why the county chairs and all your people who are volunteering, let's get the job done. And I think we can turn the tide on the Republicans. I have done that in Franklin Township with the help of my colleagues. Not only we changed elections for the month of May, and following year we took control of Franklin Township Council. Let's try to do that, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thanks, Upendra. Let's give him a round of applause. He served us very well. Mayor Sherman. See if she responds to it. Well, before you got here, we actually went through the number of people who are running for office, and I tried out on this audience calling each of the people running by their names by which they will be known on January 1st when we swear you in. So nice to have you here. Councilwoman Sherman is here. Councilman Prasad arrived during the speeches. Councilwoman Kimberly Francois. Nice to have you, Kimberly. You're looking well, happy that you're happy and healthy, and former Councilman Dan Glicklick, our tax commissioner, arrived as well. I'm going to give you a break from the noise, although it is a political gathering, so you're going to hear a few more speeches, but we're going to take a respite and enjoy your meal. We will start the balance of the program as soon as all the meals have been served, so that you're not here until tomorrow morning, because I want you to hear from our very exciting county candidates and all of our legislative candidates. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Enjoy.